Daily updates directly to your inbox plus subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Could not subscribe? Try again later. Invalid email. It's starting to feel more like the search for Lord Lucan than the hunt for a new Rangers manager. The longer this saga drags on. But not every Gers fan despaired to see the club release a statement last Friday revealing they haven't contacted a single candidate yet, because the way some see it, better to take their time to ensure they get Mr. Right instead of jumping for Mr. Right now and living to regret their rash decision. Trevor McDonald, Ballymena, said, "I think if the board take time and act for the better of Rangers Football Club, we could get the right man for the job. So let's just wait and see what Dave King comes up with. Give our new man 100% backing when he is appointed and don't expect instant success. Remember, this is a decision of great magnitude." John Campbell, Yoker, said, "We cannot afford to muck this up again, so I'm glad the club is taking all the time it needs to assess the options. Derek McInnes still appears to be the favorite, but I have my concerns about him. It's not so long ago that he was saying that he doesn't know how to beat Celtic after suffering another defeat with Aberdeen. So if that is his thought process just now, how is he going to change his thinking if he goes to Rangers?" Dunky Robertson, London, said, "It's not so long ago that Rangers said the next managerial appointment will have to be British and preferably Scottish. Now I see one of the leading candidates is Giovanni van Bronckhorst." Image. Reuters. "That doesn't sound like a Scottish appointment to me. Unless he descends from the famous clan Van Bronckhorst of the Isle of Lewis, you know. The same place that President Donald McTrump's mum comes from." Quickly followed by another joke. This time on an English bloke known for his dodgy Dutch accent while managing FC Twente. Billy Mackenzie, Glasgow, emailed, "If Steve McLaren actually gets the Rangers manager's job, I look forward to hearing his Scottish accent. Whoever they get, chances are Chris Boyd won't have a good word to say about him if his recent record of negative assessments is anything to go by. His savaging of the standard of the recent Scotland squad, particularly the inclusion of Aberdeen players, is still annoying." Gerard Kelly, who emailed, "Chris Boyd better just shut his mouth. Who is he to criticize anyone? The young Scots did well against Holland and he's got a cheek saying they're not good enough when his Scotland career wasn't the best. This is, after all, the guy who spat the dummy and asked not to be picked again because George Burley left him on the bench for a game. So shut up, Boyd, and get behind the next generation, because it's about time someone started giving the young ones a chance. The oldies like him had theirs and failed to take it." John Scott, hit out at wider spread negativity knocking O game. He said, "What is it with mostly Rangers fans calling the hotline to whinge about the standard of the SPFL? If they won the lottery they'd moan they hadn't won enough. Hibs are averaging crowds of 17,957, a number not equaled since 1958. Hearts may top that when they head home to Tynecastle. Celtic are playing great football, which the other clubs should aspire to, and Rangers are getting back to winning ways." Image. PA Wire. "With clubs like Man City starting to show empty seats, we have a lot to be thankful for. So stop whinging and get behind our teams." Chris McBride, said, "Peter MacDonald from Edinburgh thinks that Celtic's players would struggle in the English Championship. Well, the only relevant evidence available to us this year is Sunderland 0, Celtic 5. So where does he come up with nonsense like this?" Finally, Stuart Bell questioned the severity of the SFA's punishment of Falkirk fool Kevin O'Hara for verbally abusing Dean Shields about him losing an eye. Stuart emailed, "Player attempts to deliberately injure an opponent equals red card and 1-match ban. Teammate makes inappropriate comment to the player and gets an 8-match ban. Sticks and stones." No more.